For those people who don't know, I have gone from a complete 110 kg loser addicted to everything, a fapper addicted to video games, to losing 30 kgs, and I am on no fap from years. Just about 6 months ago, I was sitting at a gathering and all of the men there were in their late 20s or early 30s. There was something so negative about them that I could tell that they are not enjoying anything. All of the men there were talking about some shit topic like concert singers and superstars. As I got there, I was just observing everything. I didn't talk, I was just listening. For a fact, they all looked like bean bags. Their talking style, how they are rolling their eyes, all of these things were indicating me towards like this person's life is shit. They were talking as though they were in depression. So for that fact, I didn't talk. I was just listening. As I was observing, one of the people asked me a tip to get less fat. And as I am a polite person, I told him straight away that if you are fat, that means that you are consuming more food than what your body requires, which is a simple thing, right? His masculine sister was sitting right next to me and she whispered in my right ear that, "Don't tell him like that. His wife recently divorced him. He is in depression. He is too sad. His life is shit. He is just too dull from inside. His life is not right." I remember the exact wording. And I cannot even tell you in words how much boiling anger was generated in my veins. Last time I had this anger was when a girl cheated me in the high school. Seriously. And at that moment, I stopped. Because I didn't want to lecture anyone. I had a clear understanding at that moment that people who are in the worst situations of life are not victimized by their life problems. They are victimized by using their situations as an excuse. If someone is like at 15% body fat, why would he go on a weight loss journey? So the fact that he was so fat and his wife left him was purely a thing that he could change. If he was fit, his life was great, his mental health was at its peak, and he was more spiritually connected to God, and he had a testosterone above 700 ngdl. Why would he even want to change? He is depressed because he is not doing enough action. He's not achieving enough things in a day. He's not achieving enough things in a week. He's not getting that feeling of a winner. That's why he's sad. And I am here, very younger than him, telling him how he can improve his life. I was also making more money than he was making at that time. Was teaching that the thought process he had was completely wrong. And imagine at that time, people around you just keeping you comfortable. That was the point where I realized that how important self-improvement is for men. Because if I can wake up in a shit life, which wasn't worse than what I was, right? I could have done those activities which can lead me closer to my goal. But he won't because he feels sad. And that was what caused a boiling anger spike inside of me. But being a loser is not the problem. It's the problem of them staying a loser. Not taking any action towards winning, not improving their life constantly, not attacking their life constantly. I knew if God gave me his situation today, I wouldn't be able to accept that as a person. I would change myself. But he won't because he feels sad. And because I wasn't a bitch, I needed to improve that guy's life. So I saw opportunity and talked to him personally so that he doesn't feel insulted. I understood his life completely and saw all the pains and gave him the actionable steps that he can take to improve his life in the next 4 to 6 months. Just 2 days ago, my phone rang and guess who was it? It was him. And first thing he said on the phone was not hello, was thank you. I just cannot explain you in some words how purposeful I felt. And that's exactly why I'm making this video. My absolute mission for this video is to change men's life who are just addicted to fapping, sitting at home and playing video games, and who feel sad all the time but pretend to be happy. When I was talking to him on the phone, I was so happy because he lost 15 pounds, gained a lot of strength, and he told me he was benching 175 pounds. And he also followed no fap but not that consistent, but had a more spiritual connection with God and started making more money just because he had more energy. He said this exact line: "My mental health has never been so good from the past 10 years. At that moment, I felt so purposeful. Self-improvement is basically improving in every areas of your life. And once you go in it, you cannot escape because you will become a version of yourself that is your true caveman potential waiting for you." So if we just talk about self-improvement is just improving yourself. But it is more than just 2 words. So basically it's the idea of compounding everything every day. Remember, whenever you look on your old photo, you always cringe on yourself. Ha 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 ha, look, how was I doing this? What if I tell you, if you go into the self-improvement, this will happen to you every 50 days. You will start to cringe on yourself because the protocol I'm going to share is going to make you better every day and it will compound. In the upcoming 6 to 12 months, you will be not recognizable. When I was reading a book earlier today, I read about a theory that we are incarnated just to grow our soul. Of course, for the karmic retributions and everything, but each of us are born on this earth with a mission, with a purpose. Basically for us to grow. That's why there is a saying that goes like everyone has a mission on this earth. When we talk about just self-improvement, it has common topics, but everyone's why is different. If you are a person who is willing to start a self-improvement journey, you will not just improve yourself, you will become a 2.0 version of yourself. You will become a version of yourself as though the old version of you never existed. There is a quote that where there is pain, there's a portal to grow. But most of you are surrounded all of the day with bad habits and so much dopamine that you cannot even realize what's killing your true self. Imagine I am a jinn and I say to you, I can heal 5 areas of your life or cure your 5 problems that can be cured by you, but you do not have to go through suffering. You do not have to do anything for it. What would those 5 things would be? For most of the people, it might be money and the physique and getting more girls, something like that. And at this point, if I say to you, can it change your life? And you say, yes, absolutely. Having these things, having a bit more money, having a bit few thousand extra dollars every month and having a bit of physique would improve my health and improve your life eventually. If you think that way, the answer to that is it is yes. Then you have to realize that you are not doing those things just because it requires you to go through suffering. The step 1 of self-improvement is self-analyzing. If you are not willing to expose your negative points, you will not be able to heal them. You are not achieving those 5 things just because you do not want to suffer, you do not want to go through the process. Because doing those things can change your life instantly, right? But if you are not taking any actionable steps toward it, you are not taking it just because maybe it requires you to go through suffering. You are too focused on instant gratification. So from here, what we are going to do is all of the 5 things in what you want to change your life in. Just pause this video and write that down on the paper right now. Don't be a bitch. I'm assuming that you have wrote down at least 4 to 5 things that you want to change in your life. So what we are going to do from here is make a small actionable step that we can take today for each of those activities. And we will make a habit tracker and progress those activities every day. For example, if your goal is to get a better physique, you have to do 5 push-ups today. I'm not saying that go and lift hundreds of kilos. I'm just saying to you that you need to do 5 push-ups today. Now these 5 push-ups will not change your life, but it will build that consistency that you need in order to grow. Simple as that. If one of your goal is to get a good woman for your life, just go and say hi to a random stranger. That's the first step of approaching. Whatever your goal is, make a small actionable step that you can take today, not tomorrow, just to fix your life. From these actionable steps, we are going to progress every day. And for tracking those activities, in order for us to have a data and make sure that we don't miss on it, we are going to make a habit tracker. What is a habit tracker? Go and grab a sheet of paper and stick it to your wall first, and then write down each of the aspects you want your life to improve in, and make a habit tracker of just like 7 days. Now, if you know about habit trackers, most of the people fail filling the habit trackers. Why is that? Because they make a long, very long habit tracker and they might miss it on 13th day, 14th day. So we don't want to make a long habit tracker. We just want to make a habit tracker of 7 days. It must include the 4 or 5 activities that you want to change your life in. And non-negotiable activities for the next 7 days would be physical exercise, getting sunlight, meditating, journaling, gratitude, donation, reading, and going to your temple at least 3 days a week. And all of the other activities will be based on your personalized goal. If, for example, your goal is to quit playing video games and your goal is to quit fapping, if enough pain is set from an incident in your life, then you would be able to quit that instantly. But if there is no pain in your life and no girl has ever cheated on you just because you are not even capable of getting a girl, good, I'm gonna tell you how to do it. The goal of first week would be just to minimize the frequency as much as possible. Like if you are playing video games for 3 hours a day earlier and now you are just playing for 30 minutes, that's a fucking great progress. First of all, we have to track timing, and second, we have to fill a habit tracker in a way of W's and L's. W means win, L means loss. For example, you had to take sunlight today, but there was no sun today. You will fill a L today. But our goal for the 7th day would be to get all the W's. And at this point, if you're watching this video, you have to commit to your soul that you will not miss filling that habit tracker. You will not miss any activities. You have to commit to your soul that you will meditate every day. Even if you meditate just for 5 seconds, just 5 seconds, you will meditate today. Promise that to your soul right now. If you want to make more money, you will get more sales call. It's not self-improvement. It's becoming and unleashing your true potential. So why the goal is to do meditation even for 5 seconds? Because doing meditation for 5 seconds or doing journaling for 1 line would not help us anyway. right? But the point of committing us to these activities would be just to build that flow, just to build that consistency, just to get that momentum. Let's say tomorrow is your day one and your goal for tomorrow is to do 10 seconds of meditation. It's not that 10 seconds of meditation will transform your life, because when you're sitting for meditation for 10 seconds, you might as well do for 12 seconds. That's the fun of it. The hard part is not doing meditation for 10 seconds. So commit and make a habit tracker for you, for yourself right now. And we are going to progress it every day. Like for example, your day one goal is to do 10 seconds of meditation and your day two goal should be to do 20 seconds of meditation. That's a fucking good progress. Most of the people set expectations like I'm gonna do 50 minutes of meditation today and end up just scrolling social media or doing just for 1 or 2 days or never even doing or look up to the habit tracker they made. It's non-negotiable in a way that you wouldn't even sleep if the habits are not completed. There is no point of you doing a soulless business or a soulless job if you as a person is not improving. A non-negotiable activity would be reading. If you cannot read for 10 minutes, just read 3 lines. Because when you will be reading the 3 lines, you will feel so shameful that you will have a feeling to just read 3 more lines. We need to feel a winner. We need to feel like we are doing something. 10 seconds of meditation and 1 line of journaling is better than doing nothing. On the day 7th, you will thank yourself that you have started this journey. Your life would not flip, but it will start to change. You will start to move towards your new identity. So self-improvement is just improving yourself every day, each and every day, unleashing your most disciplined version, unleashing your most strongest version, unleashing your version that has full emotional control and is not addicted to any of the activities, is really living a purposeful life and really chasing everything that he wants to chase, from controlling his mind to spirituality to everything. And that is what is crazy about self-improvement, becoming a person that you were not. But when you are chasing a new identity, you create a lot of problems in the society. You are not compatible with, okay, it's just a day, please enjoy. You are not compatible with people. You will be not compatible to the degenerate activities you are doing right now. And all of the people who are in your life right now may not go in this journey with you. When you are getting better than 99% of the people, 99% of the people cannot go to gym every day. You will be irrelevant to them. And in this journey, you will be lonely. But you will not be lonely if you join my community. My community name is Man Mastery Nation. We are a cult of men who are on self-improvement. And imagine that you having a problem in life and you couldn't find a YouTube video on it. Where will you go? Because everyone is irrelevant to you. So we, including me and the other guys on self-improvement, just like you, will give you loads of advice on how to change your current situation, how to deal with any problem that you're going to face in this journey. And I will be there too. There are a lot of detailed videos on how to change your life there. Check the description for my free Telegram group and you can message me join from there if you want to join Man Mastery Nation. Till then, my plan is to make detailed video on the non-negotiable activities and change your life. Subscribe and join the group right now because there's a chance that you will never see me again. Leave a comment if you find this video helpful. And remember, you only fail if you give up. Any failure in the journey is just a lesson.